In this video, I'm going to show you what it's really like living in Pattaya. Is it all it's cracked up to be? The positives, the negatives, and so on. So watch this video and I will tell you what it's really, really like living in Pattaya, Thailand. Welcome back to the channel, and I've been meaning to make this video for a good couple of weeks now, maybe a month. And I always say living in Pattaya is the most amazing thing in the world, and I wouldn't want to live anywhere else. And you know, everybody's got to try it, and I totally agree and support my decision on living in Pattaya. But I want to tell you about some, I wouldn't say negatives, but believe me, there are times you think, oh God alive, I have had a complete and utter guts full. So I got my coffee. Oh, that's really nice. So let's talk about some of the things that really weigh on me living here, and the last couple of weeks I've really had enough. So let's talk about it. What is it really like living here, right? You get off the aeroplane, you've made your decision, for whatever reason it is, because you've had enough of the UK or Australia or whatever, and you come here and you're all settled in. So I've done a video about why I moved here, so we'll just skip straight to why I live here. What's it like living here? It is a fun, amazing place, and there's nothing like it in the world, right? But your life here flips completely the opposite way, and what you come here for ends up the reason why you absolutely hate the place on times. And I'm going to give you an example. When you were coming here on holidays, for weeks and weeks and weeks, or months even, you're booking your holiday and you're all excited. Let's use the word excited about coming here, right? You can't wait. Well, when you're living here, there is no excitement. There is no, you don't get excited about anything. Back home, you get no female attention at all. And when you're on a holiday here for 3 weeks or whatever, it's amazing. All the attention's on you, and you haven't had sex for ages, and you're thinking, oh my God, this is amazing. But living here, that drains you. It absolutely drains you. You think to yourself, I don't want any more female attention. I just want to be left alone. I don't want to talk about sex. I don't want anything to do with sex. It is horrific. I've got a girlfriend half my age. She's walking around half the time with hardly anything on, and I'm not paying a blind bit of notice because I'm bored of it all. And that's the God's honest truth. And being a YouTuber, and I love being a YouTuber, and I love meeting people, and I love interacting with people, but just imagine how it feels for me when I'm going out and I want to be on my own and I'm having food, and someone will come up to me and say, oh, hiya Webby, blah blah blah, how are you? And I love that. I love it. And then they say, oh, I want to show you a photograph of these girls that I've been with. And you're thinking, oh, for God's sake. And they say, no, what do you think about this one? What do you think about this one? What do you think about this one? And that's all that's going through my head is, can we talk about something else? Can we talk about the weather back home or something? I'm sick to the back teeth of it. Well, the amount of times I've got to sit there and listen to, oh, Webby, I met this girl and X, Y, and Z, and I'm thinking, oh my God. And they want me to turn around and say, oh yeah, you know, it's amazing. So the point I'm making is, 90% of the conversation that I'm talking about now is about sex. And I've had an absolute gutsful of sex. I've had an absolute gutsful of talking about sex. I don't even think about it. I probably have less sex here now than what I did back home. So then I get asked relentlessly about how much do I need, how much money, how much money, how much money. So I'm not talking about sex, I'm talking about money. I don't know how much you need to live here, right? I keep made videos and all that, but I don't know. Anyway, I'm ranting on a bit here, right? So let's go back to the sexual thing, right? I said to the boys, right, let's start playing golf. So I shipped my golf clubs over here at a cost. And we went for a game of golf, right? And it was a breath of fresh air. I actually had excitement back in my life that I wanted to do something. So we turns up at the golf course. We get our caddy, we get our buggy, she loads the clubs up. I hadn't gone down the second fairway when the caddy starts showing me photographs of her nude. She starts video calling her friend. She says to me, would you like to have a threesome after the game of golf? And back home you would be, oh my God, that is absolutely incredible. She said, would you like that? The only thing that went through my mind was, can you just pass me the 7-iron so I can hit the ball up the fairway? I'm thinking, you can't even have a game of golf here without talking about sex. So, I mean, maybe I'm waffling on a bit here, but the point I'm making is, you know, you can't live your life, surely, you can't live, I can live another 30 years. I can't live here for another 30 years just talking about sex. So, please, if anybody comes and sees me, I don't want to see the photographs of your girls, and I most certainly don't want to talk about your stories about your girlfriend is different. Now, let's talk about beer, right? When you work back in your hometown, you're looking forward to the weekend to meet up with your mates, have a drink, and you really can't wait to go out to the pub on a Saturday and play golf on a Saturday or whatever you do and interact with your mates and have a few beers. Over here, that don't happen. Over here, you're just constantly on the piss. You're constantly drinking, right? And you would think, well, oh my God, that's amazing, that's amazing. It ain't amazing. It's really not amazing. I can't remember the last beer I actually enjoyed. You end up drinking for the sake of drinking. And I know you're all going to be sitting there thinking, oh my God, you miserable git. You're sitting there talking to us about, you know, this is not exciting, this is not exciting anymore. What about my life? I live back in the UK, I live in Australia. Try that, right? Come back to that. You'll soon have a guts full of it, right? And that's my next point. I actually said to Youngie 2 weeks ago, I'm thinking of going back to the UK. I'm thinking of going home. And he said, are you serious? I said, yeah. I said, I've just signed another 12-month contract on my condo. But I said, I'm thinking of going home. And he said, why? I said, because I want to enjoy this town again. And he looked at me as if, what the hell are you talking about? I said, I want to go home and stay there and crave to come back here. I want to crave the excitement of this town again. Because living here, right, and I love it here. It's the only town in the world, or city in the world, where you hate it, but absolutely love it at the same time. And I wouldn't want to be anywhere else. I wouldn't want to live anywhere else. But the point I'm making is, I wanted to go home for a long period of time, so that I crave the trappings of what this town has got to offer. Because at this moment in time, I am completely and utterly bored shitless. And I know you're going to say, bloody hell, what's the matter with him? Shake out of it. But I'm just saying, this place can really, really get you. I want to talk about my health. Before I moved here, I used to do medical research, right? There was nothing wrong with my body whatsoever. Nothing. And since I've been living here, it's just come up to 3 years, I've nearly died. I was given like 72 hours to live. My cholesterol is through the roof. My liver is enlarged. And I won't go into other stuff, but my health has deteriorated 1,000,000%. And why is it deteriorated? From my own doing. It's my own doing for enjoying the trappings of this town too much. And if it wasn't for my girlfriend, I'd probably be dead. I lived in central Pattaya for 6 months, went out every day, and that nearly killed me, literally. And YouTube, I love YouTube. I love it, I love it, I love it. But for all you people that's thinking of coming out here and doing YouTube, by all means, give it a shot, right? Give it a shot and try it. But believe me, unless you come up with new content and original stuff, you're not going to make much money off YouTube. I don't make hardly anything. You most certainly can't survive here on YouTube, I tell you what now. So, yesterday, right, I stayed in, I had food, drank a 2 litre of water, I watched Netflix with my girlfriend, and I really didn't realise how much I'm missing normal life. This is not normal life. This is just, I don't know what this is, but it's 100% you can't call it normal. And if you're coming out here, you've got to understand, right? You say, oh, I'll get a hobby, I'll do this, I'll do that. Anything you do will revolve around sex in this city. Believe me. Don't believe anything else. Believe me. Your food's not healthy, mind, right? They cook it in fucking salt and sugars and oils. Nothing is healthy about this town. And you say, I'll only go out twice a week. You won't. I guarantee you, you will not. You sit in your condo, which is like 34 square meters, 36 square meters, and you think, oh my God, I gotta go out, I gotta go have a drink, right? I just gotta get out. So you go for a walk, you end up in a bar, 1 drink, that becomes 10. You'll be staggering home at 2 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning, waking up 3 o'clock in the afternoon, hangover, can't be bothered to do anything. You lie in there, you have a shower, you think, oh, what should I do now? You just go back out, and you just go back on a piss. Because there is nothing to do in this town apart from drink and screw. So, I don't even know if this video is any good. I don't even know if you could enjoy this video. But I just want to make it clear that if you are going to come to live here, what to expect. And it's not what you think it is going to be. Believe me, this town will suck and draw you out and spit you out. If you're a recluse back home, you're not going to make friends here. I mean, I got millions of friends back home. Lucky I got a good circle of friends. But to find a good friend here with true morals and behaves the way they behave back home is really hard to find, believe me, because this town changes you. It can turn you into a complete and utter horrible person, one for a word. You can be the most awesome guy back home, and you come here and you end up behaving like a complete and utter prick. And I've seen that many times in my life since I've been here, many times. So, yeah, living in paradise is not all it's cracked up to be. Would I change it? I don't think I would. I really don't think I would. Do I want to go back home? I did, until I had a reality check when I put the news on. And what's happening in the UK, I'm thinking, why the hell would I go back there? So, like I said, if we are coming here, do not expect to live a life other than drinking and partying, and that will get tedious and boring. Believe me, all the things that drew you to live here, you'll end up hating. Believe me, you will hate it. So on that note, I hope you enjoyed this video, right? I can't see anyone watching this. I can have a lot of shit in the comments below, as a fact. So until the next video is bye for now.